What's up, my Destiny dudes? So today we went through some live streaming and we tested some of the newest apparent upgrades and updates and whatever on the Season of the Splicer pack. So today's video, I'm going to go over the current what's wrong and what's not wrong with the current Season of the Splicer game pack for the Cronus Zen. Now, what's currently working properly from what I can tell: anti-recoil, rapid fire, aim assist, but there is some issues there. Auto melee, I don't know why they have AFK. And then there's auto sprint that's also in there. The things that I'm having trouble with is things such as the aim assist is very confusing, and I'll show you what I mean by that. The weapon swap bug is still there, and aim assist seems to work differently when you crouch and kneel. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys through a quick walkthrough of the Season of the Splicer gameplay pack and show you examples of how some of the stuff is currently working in-game. So, check it out, guys. This is the new and updated version of the Destiny 2 pack. Go down in your programming spot right there to Season of the Splicer. If you already have it loaded on there, you'll see right there, it'll say updated in yellow letters. Click on that. When you click on that, it'll open up Season of the Splicer for you. There we go. And here are the new settings. So we were on stream earlier, and the things we were checking out, anti-recoil is definitely working. Horizontal recoil, definitely working. That's really cool. Aim assist enabled, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm still testing it out. From what I can tell, you need to keep them all at about half or a little bit below, because when you put it up too high, it just does this weird circular motion. And I'm going to show you gameplay of that. I'm going to show you some video footage of that so you can see what I'm referring to. But the best I found was to keep it around either half or below that. So if this is all the way up to 50, I would not suggest going above 25. This one, I wouldn't suggest going above 10. It doesn't work. So aim strength and aim step. I've noticed there's a difference when you crouch and when you stand. So when you stand and you move with, for example, fire step and aim step, there is less of a problem with it doing that circular motion I'm referring to. And then fire strength, basically how your bullets fire and magnetize, I think, or how, I don't know. I didn't notice the difference, to be honest with you. I just noticed that my mouse is moving and I got really annoyed. So I turned these down a whole bunch. I can't tell you whether or not it's helping much right now, but what I can tell you is that it does seem to be doing something. And I don't know. I feel like the other pack was better, but this is here. You guys are going to have to play around with whatever settings you think works for you. I have yet to figure out what they're trying to tell me here, because when I step, when I crouch, it just does weird things with my mouse. Not my mouse, my controller, sorry. The other thing that I tested, and I'm going to show you that, this works. The adjustable rapid fire is currently working. So hit up that if you want to have your pulses and your sidearms and whatever else firing at full fire. The rapid fire fusion rapid fire, basically when you pull down the trigger once, you just have to touch it. It will fire the fusion no matter what else you're doing. So you have to very, very much commit to that. I don't like that personally. I like to hold the trigger down and choose when I fire it, because people in Destiny move really quickly. So if they are, moving past you or moving by you, then, you have to fire no matter what. You can't get out of the way. It's going to fire. So just remember that. That's what the fusion mod does. It fires it no matter what. The other thing that I've noticed is that little bug is back, where the rapid fire mod from primary to secondary tend to hold on to each other when you die. So make sure that you go through the whole thing where you are holding Y button down so that you can reset your game pack. That pulls out your heavy weapon, then pull out your primary, and you're good to go. So just do that between every round to be safe, especially if you're playing in comp. If you guys saw the video from earlier today, I was playing in comp and I had two guys lined up and my fusion rifle just sat there stuttering and I couldn't fire. So that stunk, but that's how we learn. These are working as far as I can tell. I don't use auto reload, but auto melee is pretty cool. I do use that one sometimes. I did test out this one, AFK, and I'm going to show you what that does. I don't like that. Just personally speaking, if you're going to go play a game, then go play the game. I don't like the whole be AFK and get the reward at the end. Not a fan. But, you guys are going to do what you're going to do. Auto sprint is definitely working, and hair trigger. I've got the elite controller, so I don't know if I need that or not, but that does appear to be working as well. All right, guys, you know what to do at the end of it all. You hit the save button so you can save it, and then you go on to the next thing. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you immediately what the AF key does so you guys can see what that is, and then I can turn it off and you can see what it's supposedly doing. So that's a little cheesy in my opinion, but they added it in there. Alright, so the first thing I want to show you is the AFK mod and what it does. If you're the one of those people that gets dizzy from looking at your character spin in circles, this is your warning to not look at the screen for the next minute or so. It basically just spins you around. Okay, that's your last warning. So here we go, loading in. I had the AFK mod active, and here's what the thing does for you. This is it. I'm not touching the controller except to aim down sights every now and then. So that is what the AFK mod does. I got super dizzy. I couldn't take it. I had to exit out of the game completely because this was wild. So there's that. Alright, let's get past that one. So next I wanted to test out what's going on with the aim assist because I keep getting some really wonky things to happen. Let me show you what that looks like. Your reticle does this weird circular motion as opposed to the screen shake that it was previously doing. I don't understand what this is supposed to be doing. There are 4 different settings to it now. There is fire strength and aim strength, as well as move strength, and one more. I can't remember for the life of me what it is. I know I talked about it when I recorded the other part of this, but I tried it in game to see what would happen. I maxed out the aim assist settings to as far as they could go, and I noticed that there was a difference between when you kneel and crouch and shoot versus when you're moving. So I didn't like it being this high up, because right now this actually looks pretty calm compared to what it did to me in the game. So I don't know what's going on in game that causes more aim assist than I already have, but it was pretty wild. I don't know, it made me dizzy to try to, I don't know, you want to aim at someone and feel like it's sticking to them, and this felt like it was doing the opposite of that. So I turned it down a ton by the end of it, and I'll probably have to test it a lot more so I can figure out what the best settings will be to actually get something beneficial out of it. Going into the game, let me show you what I'm talking about here. As you aim and crouch, look at this. It's all kinds of weird, and my controller feels like it's my thumbstick, it's bouncing around. And you'll notice it took me 3 to 4 shots just to actually line up that guy that I was going after right there. That is not something that I enjoy. That is me trying to max out the aim assist though. So that's like literally the stat bar thing is all the way to the right. If you use it that way and you can figure out that it works for you, great. I didn't like it. And then right there you also saw that that fusion rifle bug is still a thing. It decided that it was going to try rapid firing my fusion rifle, which is not what I set it up to do. So I had to go through the whole, restart it and whatever, and then it let me pull it back out. Fusion rifles are actually surprisingly fun if you can get them to work properly without them bugging out on you. But if you cannot, then, shotguns are the old standard. Plug shotguns, slug shotguns, whatever they're called. Use those instead because those are awesome. I do have fusion gameplay video for you to see, so you can see how this thing worked. I turned off and disabled the fusion rifle fire option because I found that it wasn't helping. Basically what the fusion rifle mod does is that when you pull the trigger down once, it is going to fire the fusion rifle. I don't like that. I didn't feel like that was effective for me, but if you guys like that, then you do you. Find out what works for you and you run with it. Alright my dudes, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you got any questions, as always, leave them in the comment section below. I will continue to fine-tune the new settings. I definitely appreciate all the work they put into this. It seems like they're genuinely trying to help us. If there is anything else that you can think of that you'd want to see, let me know. I'll start testing more weapons out with this new game pack, and I'll see what works for aim assist and figure out what I need to do to make this thing a little bit more effective for you guys so we can get out there and stomp on these sweaty boys. Alright, thank you so much for your time, and I will see you in the next one.